daddy at all. Said he drove a truck, mama said he was handsome and tall. But to me, he was never more than just a picture on a wall. And for my 16th birthday, all he could give me was a call. Mama was a looker, that's what the men would always say. She must have tried them all out soon as daddy went away. And to me, our back door was just some beat-up turning page. And I just sat there dying inside, there was nothing left to say. Wheels go round and the world gets cold. The best that I could hope for is just to die when I get old. And these four walls drive me insane. Sometimes home is where the heart breaks. When I was 22, and this house was all she left me, so what else could I do? I got a job out paving highways and fell all in love with you. 9 months later there's a nursery in what used to be my room. I come home, we don't talk, and you cry yourself to sleep. And I sit here until the liquor finally gets the best of me. Then I crumble down beside you, kiss your tear-stained cheek, and realize this house is just a black hole, and all I ever do is sing. And the tears fall down and the world gets cold. And the best that I can hope for is just to die when I get old. And these four walls drive me insane. Sometimes home is where the heart breaks. Daddy, how come you never smile? And the worst thing a man could do is just lie right to his child. So I just tell some child a story about years ago and run wild. He can figure out the cold hard truth on his own in just a while. And the years go by and the world gets cold. The best that I can hope for is just to die when I get old. And these four walls drive me insane. Sometimes home is where the heart breaks. Sometimes home is where the heart breaks. Home is where the heart breaks. Thank y'all so much. Through a lifetime you laughed and called it a sin. There ain't never gonna be a way to work it out, not after a night like this. I've been waiting on your call now, just silence me. Chase you around, girl, but I'm so tired of asking you, please. I'm through with this. I'll forget your kiss and move on. There'll be no sleepless nights. I'll be alright from now on. I'm better off I know it's late, it's the lonely hour, and I've seen your window and I've knocked on your door. There's no need to hide, oh, I'm a love-lost disaster. But sooner or later, you're gonna find out just what I'm here after. And hey, tonight, say that you still love me. Say things are how they were before. Hey, tonight, say that you still love me. And in the morning pretend we don't see the ashes on the floor. There's blood on these streets, and I know that I'm losing. My heart's been left open, and I'm falling away. I know that I could change if I have to. Oh, but I've been here so long, I think that maybe I've learned to like it this way. Hey, tonight, say that you still love me. Say things are how they were before. Hey, tonight, say the fire's still burning, and in the morning pretend we don't see the ashes on the floor. Into the ocean with no light, I'm sinking this ship tonight. Going down fast, won't you hold on tight? Don't turn on the lights, oh no, don't look out from inside. Oh, 'cause I know how this ends, and I just can't stand it this way. Oh, I just can't stand it this way. Hey, tonight, say that you still love me. Say things are how they were before. Hey, tonight, say the fire's still burning, and in the morning pretend we don't see the ashes on the floor. Hey, tonight, say the fire's still burning, in the morning pretend we don't see the ashes on the floor. Well, thank y'all so much for coming out this evening. My name is Will Hogue, and me, myself, and I are here from Nashville, Tennessee. So we've been out these last 2 weeks just doing these solo shows like this, and weren't really sure what to expect. And last week kind of went well enough that we decided that we were going to haul this gear around to record all these shows. So we're recording this week and going to make a live record out of all of these shows. We'll just splice that in wherever we need it. I get nervous about making live recordings, and not for anything to do with the music, but just because I have to try to make sure not to say fuck and goddamn and shit a whole bunch. I think you're allowed one fuck, one goddamn, and one shit. And I get a bunch of the goddams in one of the songs, so that kind of eliminates that from all the stage banter. So all y'all Baptists will be excited. But the stories get way worse throughout the night too, so don't worry. If you find yourself mildly offended, I would suggest you buy a t-shirt and head on out. It's gonna get way worse. I got a great story about shit in Little Big Town here in a little while. It's gonna blow your mind. It has nothing to do with this next song. This is this place I'm living just ain't the same. It's a house, but it ain't no home. Can't count the days since you went away. Being right never felt so wrong. My, oh my, never thought it could be this hard. Took the pictures all down, I could paint the walls. Still can't fool my heart. I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Now the night starts calling and it's time for me. Take another long walk downtown, past all the places that we used to go. Ain't the same now that you ain't around. My, oh my, feels like I'm going insane. The music still plays and the people still laugh, but somehow everything has changed. Whoa, I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Still got you on my mind. There's a brown-haired woman at the end of the bar, asking if I wanna come home. Finish my drink and say I do. Truth is I don't wanna be alone. My, oh my, lying with them in our bed. She's in my arms, but I'm holding on, wishing it was you instead. Whoa, I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Then you go, I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Still got you on my mind. Still got you on my mind.
Washed by the water. Oh, shit. Hold on, we'll do it. Oh, shit.
See, I told you. Well, you're not gonna want to count. You'd be exhausted. I will play that song for you, but I don't want to play it on this guitar. So give me just a second. I don't think it works as well on this one. Another night here lonely as a tomb. smell of that cheap dime store perfume. Kinda never really washes off at all. Kinda really only makes me wanna call you up again. I'm just here searching for a clue, hoping that I might find one thing that's true. In the wreckage, maybe something I could say. I could still taste the first sweet kiss that you gave me way back then. Why do I keep holding on to what I know is wrong? Everything keeps moving on, everything but me and you. I got the truth just staring back at me. Everything I never wanted us to be. Every time I try to walk away, I don't. You give me every kind of reason, but I want you. Yes, I do. Why do I keep holding on to what I know is wrong? Everything keeps moving on, everything but me and you. We should lock this down and just let it go. But I can't seem to run away from you. Deep in my heart, I guess I always knew I want you. I want you. Next song is from the very first album that I ever made, and I got lucky and got to make this record down at Aborted Studios in Memphis, Tennessee, home to some of the greatest records and greatest bands that have ever been recorded. I'm such a fan of so many of the people that have worked there over the years. Got to meet Alex Chilton when I was down here recording, which is pretty amazing for me as a songwriter. I'm a fan of all the stuff that he's done over the years. But it's also getting ready for this run of shows kind of rekindled my love for fast songs. And I don't necessarily mean tempo fast, I guess I should say short songs. And I remember when this first record came out, there was a radio station down in Birmingham. They played this song like 1,000 times, and it still only added up to about 2.5 minutes worth of airplay. And I remember one of the DJs telling me when we were playing in Birmingham one night, he said, it's one of my favorite songs, and not just for the melody and the lyrics and the awesome guitar part, but he said when I'm doing my show and I know that I've only got 2 minutes and 15 seconds and I gotta play another song, and just play that, and it always works out. And you know, now writing songs in Nashville, everybody's hell-bent on, you know, country folks all say, well, you know, a song can't be longer than 3 minutes now. I got you covered, don't worry. Watch this.
fast one all the way back to the first record. It goes like this.
I don't feel the same as I did when you walked out my door. And I don't see things the same as I did from down on your floor. So you can take back those things that you told me were true, because I'm pretty sure I'm over you. Take back that photograph with your pretty little red dress on. I don't need the memories that keep me walking the floor until dawn. But don't you worry, because my lonely nights will be through, because I'm pretty sure I'm over. Pretty sure I'm over. I'm pretty sure I'm over you. I don't feel the same as I did before. You know this time around I'm good to in my door. So you can take back those things that you told me were true. Yes, because I'm pretty sure I'm over. Pretty sure I'm over. I'm pretty sure I'm over you. I'm over you. Don't you know I'm over you? This time around, I'm pretty sure I'm over you.
As you sit out there in the crowd tonight, you look up here and you wonder what makes that stage look so awesome. I'm not being paid to say it, but I feel like it's necessary to mention that this table and chair set comes from Kmart and it's available for $59.99. Special holiday pricing in Nashville, Tennessee. If you guys don't have the Kmart up here, feel free to leave us your name and number at the merch table. And I'll be more than happy to, for a 10% fee, I'm not going to deliver it. 20% I'll deliver it, 10% I'll ship it to you guys. This is a song from the newest album. This is See, if we weren't recording, I'd just keep right on playing here, but I realized that you got the capo in the wrong place, so I'm gonna keep talking about Kmart tables and shit. I'm just gonna move this little thing. The thing is, it's still a song from the new record. Now it's just a song from the new record in the proper key.
Small town Saturdays watching a big old movie screen, hoping someday I'll be up there living all my dreams. And I could be a Hollywood hero, make the girls all smile and weep. Think that someday they might have a boy like me. And I remember playing baseball, standing on the pitcher's mound, thinking someday fastball might get me out of this town. And maybe I could wear the pinstripes, be a Yankee too proud. But all that seems a million dreams away right now. 'Cause I met you and I knew my big dreams were done. Settled down in the same small town and swear you were the one. Some might call it giving up, but it don't feel that way to me. I think it's just the two of us and our little bitty dream. I remember I first met you. Oh, how you love to dance. Said you'd be a ballerina if you just had the chance. And maybe go to some big city where nobody knows your name. Bathing all bright lights, find your fortune and fame. I met you and I knew your big dreams were done. We'd settle down in this same small town. You'd swear I was the one. Some might call it giving up. It don't feel that way to me. I think it's just the two of us and our little big dreams. First told me the baby boy was on the way. Everything I thought I wanted, it just washed away. I met you and I knew my big dreams were done. I'd settled down in the same small town, tried to raise a son. Some might call it giving up. It don't feel that way to me. I think it's just the three of us and our little bitty dreams. Thank God it's just the three of us and our little bitty dreams. It's also my place to sort of be the tour guide throughout our little journey this evening, and I felt like at the end there's a fella that wanted to yell a woo, and I feel like you tapered off at the end because I think you had that moral dilemma of like, wait, is this a woo moment? And just so we're clear, that was totally appropriate. If you could, feel free to make as much noise as you like between the songs, and in the appropriate spots in the songs. If I'm not singing and you're moved by something, by all means, feel free to woo, sir. It's quite all right. If there are any inappropriate wooing, we will discuss later, but henceforth, feel free to woo appropriately. There's a storm brewing out on the open sea, sweeping its way into you and me. But all the lights are out and the streets are dark, and there's a sold out fire trying to find a spark. This heartbreak season, it's leaving its mark on me. Doesn't have to be that way. Way
not okay. I said the truth is all I care about is that you love and take care of your kids. Remember I was born out of wedlock too. Know some folks soon forget, they'll soon forget. We just sat there talking, watching the TV news. I asked him Fox or CNN. He said, well, I prefer the truth. I said, PBS, okay, my friend. We both had a laugh with the stories they kept showing. It started looking pretty sad. It was all war and death and hatred, poverty and greed. He said the rich folks and politicians just starting to get mean. What part of love your neighbor is so hard to understand? I said, don't take it too hard, Jesus. Just take a drop, my man. Take a drop, my man. Hopped in my old Ford and went out for a spin. Drove past the military funeral and we saw these angry men. The signs that said that God hates fags and Jesus said, let me out. Walked up to my calm and cool and I heard one man shout, get out of here, you goddamn hippie. Can't wait for you to die. And Jesus said, I already did, and smiled and waved goodbye. Got in and said, Daddy doesn't hate nobody. That's an awful thing to say. Plus Daddy knows what he's doing. He's the one that made him gay, goddamn. So I went back to driving and then I saw him shed a tear. Said, y'all sure have made a mess of all the things we gave you down here. All this war and global warming, no help to sick and poor. Then Daddy and I just pulled the plug, y'all ain't worth it anymore. I said, whoa, Jesus, 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 take it easy. I gotta pick my two sons up at 3. And if it's gonna be Armageddon, I think I'd prefer to have them right here with me. And he said, okay then, well, let's go get them. And then he turned up the radio, and we sang along the old World Haggard song as we rode on down the road. Mama tried, oh, Mama tried. Pulled up to the playground, and Jesus said, looky there. There were children running around laughing, smiles everywhere. There was the white, the black, the Chinese, the short, the fat, the tall, Christians, Muslims, Jews, and atheists having themselves a ball. Jesus smiled and said, well, maybe there's hope for you folks yet. So learn a lesson from your children, try not to forget. And I call off this doomsday little world, I go back home. It gets wild when I leave Daddy and John Lennon up there all alone. Oh, yeah. I said, okay, Jesus, see you later, I'll catch you another time. And just like that, he was gone and everything seemed fine. I yelled, one more thing, Jesus, could you help me write some hits? And in a big voice he said that I will if you quit writing songs like this. And I'm all alone here, wishing that change. But you and I both know it ain't no use. Photographs and candles and bottles of wine just can't bring back one moment of time.
say that it's too late too soon, and your eyes ain't the only thing blue.
Please, a round of applause for my friend Mr. Devin Dawson.
Jessie told her mama she's gonna be out late, but she ain't coming home at all. Trial was getting new, hey, out at that little place down by the old strip mall. Somebody's gonna get drunk, somebody's gonna get lucky. Tomorrow there's gonna be a toll, but it'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. We're letting our freedom ring, chasing these small town dreams, doing what our parents did, watching them shake their heads, thinking we've all gone crazy lately. We know it'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. Brandon just got back 2 years in Iraq. They're throwing him a party tonight. Lindsay's home crying 'cause she called Travis and another one of his damn lies. Yeah, Billy and the band and setting up their amps and playing for beer in that little dive. It'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. We're letting our freedom ring, chasing these small town dreams, doing what our parents did, watching them shake their heads, thinking we've all gone crazy lately. We know it'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. Yeah, we're busting our asses, and we're raising our glasses. Ain't afraid to get loud when the sun goes down around here. We know it'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. We're letting our freedom ring, chasing these small town dreams, doing what our parents did, watching them shake their heads, thinking this whole world's crazy lately. We know it'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. Everybody, it'll be alright. It's just another night in the middle of America. Well, I'll say this: you sang beautifully, and you even your clapping was a little suspect at first. Like any good percussionist, you started slow and sped up, and it worked out just fine. Nice job. So a week or so ago, I was back home, and we had to blow off some shows, which none of us were too thrilled about. It gave me a random Friday evening at home with my wife and kids, which never
ever happens. And so I made dinner and we were all sitting around the table, and I realized then that a friend of mine was playing later that night, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity. I'm never in town on a Friday. I should finish dinner and go see my friends play. And I mentioned that to my wife, who gave me that look, which doesn't say anything. It says, the words say, that sounds fine, you should do that. But the look says, you should do that and never come back home again. And because I've been happily married for almost 10 years, no, clap for that. That's a good thing. I'll wait. I have learned in my decade worth of training that is a moment to then realize that what you have suggested is a terrible idea, and I, of course, wouldn't want to go see my friends play on a Friday night. I'm being ridiculous. So I didn't. And about 20 minutes later, we make it a habit to not have our phones with us at the dinner table at home. So my phone was in the kitchen, and I heard it ring. I wasn't worried about it. Wasn't going to answer my phone. And my wife came in and she said, you're going to need to answer your phone. I said, why? She said, because Vince Gill is calling. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that felt pretty cool. So and she knew that because it said Vince Gill on my phone. It's not like she has his phone number memorized. It ain't weird. Like y'all trying to make it. But, so I answered the phone, and he then asked me, he said he was doing a charity. Vince is one of my idols and a real hero to me as a writer and just as a singer, as a band leader, as a human being. And he is one of the most charitable people. It's a joke around Nashville that you can't have a charity event unless Vince Gill is involved. He does it all the time. He just gives and gives and gives, and I'm truly amazed by it. And he was doing a charity event that night, and somebody had bagged on him. He asked if I could come down and be a part of the show. And so then I, of course, said no, because it's a Friday, and it'd be a terrible idea for me to get out and go. And my wife, she physically kicked me as hard as she could and said, "You fucking go." And I said, "You fucking told me not to go out." She said, "That wasn't your fucking friend, this is Vince Gill, go." So I said, "I'd love to." And I went and I did the show. And it was awesome. And during the show, we were having a little sing-along like that, and there was one of these high-dollar affairs. Everybody's dressed nice, like khaki pants and shit. Shirts were all tucked in, with tiny hot dogs, toothpicks in them. And everybody had a lot of expensive drinks that evening, and there was one super drunk guy that wanted to clap along during every song. And he had the rhythm of a drunk fat baby. It was just awful. And one of the other things I love about Vince, he's one of the truly funniest, quick-witted people. And during one of my songs, when the drunk fat baby started clapping me, I stopped, and in the high-dollar, clientele, I asked if he was actually a real-life drummer because his tempo kept changing. Vince laughed to the point that tears came from his eyes. Never been more proud of myself than that. And ironically enough, the fat drunk baby was a real-life drummer. So he couldn't be here with us tonight. Just wait till next year. I got some new music that I've been working on, and this is one of the songs that's gonna be available on January the 5th. One of my dearest friends back home is an author named Ed Tarkington. I'm hoping that that's a name that you're gonna start to hear a lot about. He's written and published his first novel. It's called Only Love Can Break Your Heart. It's one of my favorite books that I've ever read. He got me an early copy, and I was just blown away by how wonderful this story was and how much I identified with the characters and felt like it was a snapshot of a real southern small town life. Then he and the publishers asked me if I'd be willing to write a couple of songs that they could put out with this book. So on January the 5th, you can go to your bookstore and you can pick up Only Love Can Break Your Heart. You'll get 2 new Will Hogue songs with that. This is called Thru Missing You. There's a full moon shining on a broken home. There's a fool drinking whiskey and it's almost gone. And if I had a dime for every tear I lost, I could buy that moon and just turn it off. One more trip around the block, one more hour off the clock, one more wasted afternoon, missing you, missing you. Another night not worth a damn, another day and here I am, wishing I was through, missing you, missing you. If I could build myself a time machine, I can move on past your memory, stumble into love with someone new. Oh, but that's 3 things that I can't do. One more trip around the block, one more hour off the clock, one more wasted afternoon, missing you, missing you. Another night not worth a damn, another day and here I am, wishing I was through, missing you, missing you. Someday soon you won't cross my mind. Someday soon might be a long, long time. One more trip around the block, one more hour off the clock, one more wasted afternoon, missing you, missing you. Another night not worth a damn, another day and here I am, wishing I was through, missing you, missing you. I can't wait until I'm through.
pull your own weight. Oh, that's what's happened when you try to hold down anybody that ain't just like you. Call it what you want, but it's a goddamn shame, and I'm glad I finally see the truth. Oh, I can finally see the truth. But I'm still a southern man. I don't want your stars and bars and your blood on my damn hand. I'm looking away now, Dixie, 'cause I've seen all I can stand. But I'm still a southern man. You say, where's your rebel pride, boy? I'm sorry, mister, it's all gone. That flag ain't never led to one thing good. Tear it down, I wanna tear it down. But I'm still a southern man. But I'm still a southern man. I'm looking away now, Dixie, 'cause I've seen all I can stand. But I'm still a southern man. Oh, I'm still a southern man. Don't want your stars and bars and your blood on my damn hand. I'm looking away now, Dixie, 'cause I've seen all I can stand. But I'm still a southern man. Oh, I'm still a southern man. I know ashes slowly burn, but if a fool has a lesson that's hard to learn, and it's a desperate plea, but I must say, oh God, help me make it just one more day. There's a glass on the table beside my bed, where I sleep with a bottle and I wake up dead. Got a hole in the bottom of both my shoes. Hey, my steps been heavy since I heard the news. And I know just what you'll say when I tell you that I'm sorry and I let you get away. Well, you know I found out that you're someone else's baby now. I see you when I walk down the street. Your smile's in the face of everyone I meet, and it tears me up to know he's touching you. Oh, and learning all the secrets that I once knew. And I know just what you'll say when I tell you that I'm sorry and I let you get away. before. Got a new way of walking and a different kiss. Keep you together on a night like this. And I know just what you'll say when I tell you that I'm sorry I let you get away. Well, you'll know I found out that you're someone else's baby now. And I know just what you'll say when I tell you that I'm sorry that I let you get away. Well, you know I found out that you're someone else's baby now. Oh, you someone else's baby now.
Wash on water. To the Wash by the Water guy, if you will kindly remind me of that when I got one of them acoustic guitars. Yes, sir. I promise. I feel like every time I grab this one, I don't feel like it's very washed by the water. But you know what? Hell, man, hold on. Fuck it, we'll just do it. I mean, we ain't gotta put the recording out if it sucks. We'll just pretend it never happened. Right? Right. Yes, sir. Maybe it will be. Is this the remix? It's all the remix tonight. So we got to this gig last night. I did 2 years worth of college. So my second year of college I like to refer to as my senior year. My senior year of college was my second year at the Western Kentucky University down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And that's right, baby. Go Big Red and all that stuff. Western Kentucky is it's an interesting place. I probably would have hated everything about it, but I joined my first real rock and roll band when I was at Western Kentucky University. I answered an ad in the newspaper. It's a thing that they used to print that had all these stories in it. On the back of that thing, it had like these one ads, like looking for. And there was this band looking for a singer, and I answered the ad, and so it sort of started my life on this crazy path. And I always want to think that at some point, things are going to it's going to be fun to go back to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and play a show for people, because I don't know, it just seems like that's something that would happen. And just when I think I've done this for a long time, and you think that there's a point where you're not really going to see anything new anymore when you're on the road, and then the minute you think that, something new shows up. We drove, it's only 70 miles from my door to the venue, which is pretty wonderful. That's a short commute for us rock and roll types. So we pretty much did that in no time. It was a bag of trail mix and a sweet iced tea away from my house. So that was pretty awesome. So I'm feeling pretty good about the show. And we get there, this promoter fella begins to complain the minute we get there. He says, well, this show's gonna suck. And I said, well, thanks. He said, well, no, nobody comes to shows here on a Wednesday. And I said, okay, well, you You realized it was a Wednesday when you booked this show, right? It's been a Wednesday since ever. That's just how the calendar works. Like, I can tell you what this date will be 5 years from now with a fucking phone. And he didn't seem to really think that was very funny. And he explained to us that nobody was going to show up on a Wednesday, and asked how we felt about canceling the show. And we'd already loaded in and sound checked. And I said, I feel really bad about canceling this show. We're gonna play, sir. He finally came around a little bit, and we ended up having a fine evening. And I got to reconnect with a couple of the fellas that had been in that original band of mine, and it was really a pleasure. And kind of turned lemons into lemonade, I guess, a little bit last night. I think there was probably a point to this story other than that guy just not knowing how to use a calendar. Enough that we got our money to get here, so it worked out all right. Not enough that I'm certain that I believe that he doesn't know how to use a calendar. I'm a firm believer that he was telling the truth on that. But, this song is I wrote during right after Hurricane Katrina for some friends of mine in New Orleans, and then it ended up being used by our city of Nashville when Nashville was hit by its 500-year flood not long ago. And, I don't know how it works like this, but we'll try it and see. For that fella back there. A damned old levee, well, they knew that it would go. Been talking about it since before my daddy's born. Ain't nobody listens to what a poor man has to say. But down here we're washed by the water. The water can't wash us away. Now I hear people talking, say I should have been gone, but I ain't got nothing but this place to call my home. My father and his father stayed until the dying days. But down here we're washed by the water. The water can't wash us away. But down here we're washed by the water. The water can't wash us away. Put it back together with our own two hands. Ain't nobody gonna turn us around. 'Cause all a little empty, it all seems broken down. Oh Lord, wish you could use your now. And the president came down and said, things is awful sad. And ain't no words from that man gonna bring us nothing back. And the ghosts of church bells, I hear my mama say, down here we're washed by the water. Water can't wash us away. Down here we're washed by the water. Water can't wash us away. I thought about trying to throw that back there and I realized, you don't think I can do it without knocking that drink over? Watch this. I got it, I'm gonna land it on the back corner.
Do it!
I'm gonna do it, don't worry. I'm gonna do it.
Do it!
I didn't knock that damn drink over. I'm excited to announce, that makes me think. I got two little boys, they're 8 and 5 years old, and they are going to play basketball for the first time, starting January 4th. And I am going to be coaching a team full of 8-year-olds. Hold on. I have won a championship before with a team full of 8-year-olds. I feel firmly confident that I will bring home a championship trophy for a team full of 8-year-old boys and girls playing mixed. Is it mixed sex or unisex? What do you call that? Whatever it is. It's girls and boys. Co-ed? Is it called co-ed when you're kids though? Okay. I feel certain that I will bring home a championship trophy for the co-ed 8-year-old boys and girls team. But I want you to understand, that's the 8-year-olds. I also have a team of 4 and 5-year-olds. I don't even know how you try to attempt to talk to a group of 4 and 5-year-olds. So I've been watching all these old Bobby Knight videos. And I figure, worst case scenario, they may suck, but they'll never want to play basketball. And ultimately, I'm doing their parents a favor by doing it. Dribble, you motherfucker! Dribble! I'm just practicing. I feel like that. I didn't mean to make this hard on you. I'm sorry that I brought you down. But don't you know I get a little lost sometimes. With all these people hanging around. And I know sometimes you feel like giving in. But honey, could you please hold on a little bit? Phone going off during the concert reminds me of one of those moments my brother-in-law's a Marine. He did this big dress blues wedding, which I've never really seen before. And at the end of it, he's standing there and he's got his lovely bride and these other like 12 Marines all line up and they make this arc with their swords and they all touch across the top. And the bride and the groom come out, and I get caught up like that's a tradition I've never really witnessed before. And I thought, so my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, this is a fantastic moment. And there's one, the shortest Marine in the bunch, and I gotta figure he's a guy that just got his ass kicked like all the time. And, the guy like they beat with the soap at night and shit, and they tied him in his bed. And he finally made it through the Marine Corps though, and he was like, I'm a full-fledged Marine, and now I'm here. And as he's standing there with his sword touching everybody else's and having this beautiful moment, his cell phone started ringing real loud in his pocket. And you thought that I looked funny at those people over there. You ought to see 11 other Marines look at the little short motherfucker with his phone going off. And I just thought the whole time, I was like, you're gonna have to run back. You're not even gonna let him take a ride. It's terrible.
Would it matter if it was your song that she had on the ring?
Depends on if she bought it or stole it, I reckon. Did I get my 45 cents from you? Yeah? Alright, then it's cool. That actually is, if we're being honest with one another, the reason that it screwed me up, people's phones ring and shit all the time, it's not usually an issue, but I actually thought it was my voice, and that was, for a minute, I then thought like the speakers were feeding back or there was a loop. So, I ain't mad, I was just confused. So now, yeah, this is where a moment like a better band, better artist would have just kept going, but I'm not a better artist. I had to stop and discuss this. So, you know, there's two ways of doing it, because with modern technology, I feel certain somebody could just take that recording and clip and put it all together, but that seems like cheating. So what I'm gonna do is just, we're all gonna pretend that didn't happen. I'm just gonna start again. Then we can all be friends and it's all good.
She did the same thing at a Paul McCartney concert.
Who is Paul McCartney? Did he play here too?
Yes.
He's my favorite Rolling Stone. I don't fuck with y'all. I know he was in the Who. I can do this all night. I didn't mean to make this hard on you. I'm sorry that I brought you down. But don't you know I get a little lost sometimes. With all these people hanging around. And yes, I know it's hard sometimes putting up with these old wicked ways of mine. Oh, woman, be strong. A woman, won't you? Be strong now. I'm sorry that I always made you cry. I wish I hadn't cracked the wall. Every time I stop to think of you, wish I'd been man enough to call. was working for a little bit trying to kind of get these songs together. Did the first one of these shows like this, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I was excited to get to try to play that song. And I'd even worked up like an actual guitar solo, and I spent hours in my little studio upstairs. As close to perfecting that as I could. And I was so excited because the first night of the shows was sold out. It was a great crowd in Nashville. Everybody was like y'all. They were real attentive and paying attention. And some of these songs they hadn't heard in a long time. I started into that one. I was like, this is gonna kill. And I got ready for the solo part to come. And I happened, like a lot of times in these shows, you don't notice people. It's great to see heads of folks. You don't happen to be able to make out faces. And right as that part came, I randomly saw two dear friends of mine who were two of the best guitar players ever. I mean, really, like phenomenal session guitar players in Nashville that get paid to do kick-ass solos every day. I pay them often to do kick-ass solos, and I was like, there's no chance I'm in this. So I just said, that was it. And then I keep thinking on one of these nights when there's not a bunch of kick-ass guitar players. Oh, it's too late now to put them up on the net. Perhaps you should come to Little Rock. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Yeah, well, you can ride. You don't have to walk. But yeah, so I haven't played the solo yet. But one day. One night I fell in love with a little girl, and I gave her my whole world, and I knew right then I'd never get it back. And I wonder how I feel for that. 5 months later, with tears in both her eyes, she handed me those 2 pink lines. The only test in my whole life I didn't fail. I told her we'd be fine, but I was scared as hell. Oh, my love, I hope it doesn't show, but I'm scared to death of drowning in these things that I don't know. Oh, my love, I hope you understand, 'cause the truth is I'm a boy that's trying to be a man. Got a hand-me-down gold ring to make it right, and I could feel you kick when the judge said, kiss the bride. But your mama and me, we walked out hand in hand. Some 3 against the world, we make a stand. But on the day that you were born, she got called home. And it's the darkest thing my heart has ever known. The doctor said I'm sorry and handed you to me. I looked in your blue eyes and couldn't even speak. Tell you, oh my son,
these things that I don't know. Oh, my son, I hope you'll understand, 'cause the truth is I'm a boy just trying to be a man. Oh, your daddy's just a boy just trying to be a man. child. Every note just wrapped around his soul. From steel guitar to Memphis, all the way to rock and roll. Oh, town where I used to wander, old enough to get there but too young to get inside. I would stand out on the sidewalk, listen to the music playing every Friday night. Whoa, I can't even play it, I can't even ring it on a beat-up old guitar. Whoa, I can't even say it, keep on dreaming even if it breaks your heart. Some dreams stay with you forever, drag you around and lead you back to where you were. Some dreams keep on getting better, gotta keep believing if you wanna know for sure. Whoa, I can't even play it, I can't even ring it on a beat-up old guitar. I gotta hunt this harmonica all the down. That was me. Trying to climb this wall. 2 years, 3 months, 5 days. Please don't let me fall. You understand, my dear, you come walking near, I want you back again. 'Cause I know that I can't win. It's not for me to choose, I take you back again when I can afford to lose. Woo! I see your picture on my table, and your goodbye still rattles and rattles and rattles around, just like thunder through my head. So I have one more cigarette and hope that soon I will forget when you walked in. 'Cause I know that I can't win. Choose, I take you back again when I can afford to lose. Take you back again when I can afford to lose. Don't leave me hanging on this borderline.
could just blow your mind. Understand, my dear, when you come walking near, I want you back again. 'Cause I know that I can't win. It's not for me to choose. I take you back again when I can afford to lose. Take you back again when I can afford to lose. Oh, I'll take you back again when I can afford to lose. Thanks to everybody here at Broadway for taking such good care of us. This is really, it's always a pleasure to come here and get to work with you guys. Thank you so much. From the minute we pull up until the minute we load out, it's one of our favorites. So thank you for giving us a home to come and play. Woo! If tomorrow I could just wake up beside you, see the morning sunlight spill across your face, through the window that looks out on our front porch, where I could hear the bare feet of our children play. Well, that might be a place I'd like to stay. If I could buy a boat, I'd cross an ocean, but I ain't got enough to buy a clue. So I'll lie here on the floor and have myself a couple more, and I wonder how I'll make it back to you. And the truth is, love, that's all I ever do. Oh, but I'll paint on a smile, and I'll tell you it's alright, and I'll little move underneath this damn spotlight. Tell myself this time around I'll get it right. That's a lie that I tell myself to just get by. I know you got boys sleeping there beside you, both with curly hair and eyes so blue. I know it's hard after a while, but I miss every smile. Finally I realize the truth. They're the only good thing I ever did to you. Oh, but I'll paint on a smile, and I'll tell you it's alright, and I little more underneath this damn spotlight, and tell myself this time around I'll get it right. That's a lie that I tell myself to just get by. Time So, this story is one I've never shared in public. You will understand why. People ask sometimes, what's the music business like? And it's an interesting thing, because I never want to sound like I'm complaining about it, because it is the most wonderful job that I could possibly imagine having. I really get to do this thing that I love for all my life, and I'm really lucky for that. But that doesn't mean that there aren't things about it that kind of suck. And what happens is it's kind of a constant metaphor that you're looking for to describe what the music business is like. And I can sum up in one story kind of what this year, what the music business this year for us has been like. There have been some wonderful things. There have also been some pain in the ass moments, more than ever in the history of my career, I think. But I should have known the way this was going to go. Last New Year's Eve, we got invited to come down and play at this fellow's party for his New Year's Eve party in South Beach in Miami, and we got treated like kings. And I don't mean like sort of like kings. I mean like kings. They put us up in these incredible hotels in South Beach. They let us go out on his speedboat all over the water down there. They fed us incredible food. They paid us incredibly. They flew us down first class. They flew us back first class. So we had a hell of a 2 nights down there. And had a hell of a show playing for he and a couple hundred of his friends in his backyard, using his yacht as our backstage dressing room, and eating fine meats and cheeses that were provided for us. And the next morning, it's New Year's Day. It's the start of a new year. It's a bit of foreshadowing for how the rest of your year is going to go, and I decided that I'm going to start this year off with my positive mental attitude, because last year closed out with such a bang, and here I am on a first-class flight back home to see my wife and kids with a pocket full of money. It can't get any better than that. And then as we're sitting in this little plane in our first-class seats, country superstars, little big town, come on. And they're nice folks. We've gotten to know one another over the years. They've always been incredibly gracious and kind to me. So we hug and wish one another all Happy New Year's and catch up for just a minute. Talk about how awesome our New Year's are going to be. And then we all sit down and put our sunglasses on because everybody's hurting a little bit. I don't fly first class very often, but what I've learned is that you can do any damn thing you want in first class. You close that curtain, you can get up and walk around while the plane's landing or taking off, it doesn't matter. Lady comes around to get our breakfast orders. I realized at that moment that I need to go to the restroom. Bad. And this is a bit graphic. It's not to take a pee. Oh yeah, it gets worse. Just hold on. But I'm in first class. So I just get up and I go to the bathroom. And I proceed to do things that I can't even begin to describe to you. You're welcome. So much so that there was a part of me that was as proud of myself as I've ever been. And this was not the biggest airplane ever, so the bathroom wasn't much bigger than this little square area that I'm in right now. And after I finished what I had to do in this bathroom, ring in the new year, I leaned over to press flush. And in a weird ninja reaction, as I pressed flush, and I was leaned over the toilet, I had this sneaking suspicion something was about to happen. And I, as fast as I could, I jumped back and I pinned myself against the wall as some sort of weird vacuum was created in the bathroom. And all of the shit from the toilet flew. And I don't mean a little bit of it, y'all. I'm talking about all of the shit in the toilet. Flew out, went right past my face, and splattered all over the door of the bathroom. I was wearing a white t-shirt, and if it had hit me, I would have had to come out of that bathroom with no shirt on and come home as the weird guy without a shirt. Instead, I was the dude that had to clean his own shit off of the bathroom door, ringing in a Happy New Year. The good news is I dodged all of the shit, and I came out really as well as a man can do when he's been in that situation. You can see why I haven't told a lot of people this story. But if I'd have known, and I should have known right then, the rest of my year was just going to be me dodging shit everywhere I went. Every time I think something goes well, here comes the shit. It was a metaphor for the rest of the year, but the good news is we're almost back to December 31st. We're all going to be okay. So this is a song about dodging shit.